UFC 247, Jones versus Reyes, took place Saturday, February 8th, live from the Toyota Center in Houston, Texas. In a light heavyweight championship thrilling bout, men's #1 pound-for-pound champion Jon Jones defends his title against Dominick Reyes, and the UFC returns to Houston for the first time in 3 years. In tonight's main event, we have the #1 pound-for-pound light heavyweight champion Jon Jones taking on the young, hungry challenger and knockout artist Dominick Reyes for the UFC light heavyweight championship. This is Jones' return to the octagon after a tough decision win over Thiago Santos July 2019, and he is looking to further extend his legacy and incredible record for the most wins in UFC light heavyweight history with a win over Reyes tonight. Jon Jones, 25-1-1, fighting out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, aims to tie the UFC record tonight for the most title defenses. What can you say about Bones that hasn't been said before? He is a nightmare to face with his sniper-like precision striking and uses his long frame to his advantage to the fullest to dissect his opponents. Jones has remained undefeated for over 10 years for a reason. He is a killer. And Jones' latest challenge, he is facing undefeated and #4 ranked Dominick Reyes, who is 12-0 fighting out of Victorville, California, and hopes to become the 14th undefeated fighter to earn a UFC World Championship. The hungry knockout artist is looking to remain undefeated, but has an obstacle in front of him that has broken many men who have tried to dethrone the champ. Reyes is a big, powerful fighter that brings incredible athleticism with his high-level sports background and looks to use his movement and knockout power to become the new champ. And here's how it went down. Reyes came out strong, attacking Jones, landing some strong combinations and a very balanced attack of powerful leg kicks and punch combos that he continued throughout the night to throw. But no matter how many shots Reyes landed, Jones never stopped moving forward with his relentless pressure that could have ultimately won the fight, wearing Reyes down late. Throughout the fight, Jones went for multiple takedowns but could never quite secure it completely. But Reyes showed off an excellent high-level takedown defense throughout the fight. Reyes throughout the night showed excellent footwork and angles, constantly attacking Jones with powerful combinations and keeping Jones guessing until the later rounds. It looked like the fight was up for grabs starting the 5th round, and both fighters dug deep until the end, pushing an incredible pace, but Jones definitely was a stronger fighter with his veteran attack in the end, and Bones showed why he is the champion when the final bell rang, pushing the attack to secure the win. Jon Jones wins the unanimous decision. Guys, here's my final thoughts. Jon Jones is one of the greatest fighters we've ever seen. He has been undefeated for over 10 years of complete dominance, and he is still one of the best in this sport. But tonight we saw a little different Jon Jones, not being the completely dominant fighter that we have been spoiled with over the past decade. A lot of odds makers and fans didn't give Reyes much of a chance, but hats off to Reyes for pushing Jones 5 rounds and showing that he is a world-class fighter and belongs in the same octagon with the best in the world. Reyes is relatively young in the sport, but has shown incredible improvements every time he steps in the octagon and only getting better every time he competes. But tonight, once again, Jon Jones showed why he's the greatest in the world for digging deep in the championship rounds to secure the win against a young, hungry fighter in Reyes. Here's some quick stats on Jon Jones. This is his 14th consecutive title fight win, and he has now passed George St. Pierre for the most wins in title fight history. He is the UFC light heavyweight champion and men's #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world. He has 10 wins via knockout, 6 wins via submission. He has the most wins in UFC light heavyweight history. He is the youngest fighter to win a UFC championship at 23 years of age. He has now been undefeated for over 10 years. He now holds wins over former champions Daniel Cormier, Vitor Belfort, Rashad Evans, Lyoto Machida, Quentin Jackson, and Shogun Rua. Well, normally I'd be calling for Jones to step up and challenge Stipe for the heavyweight strap or some other super fight with King Kong, but after tonight, I think we can all agree that this was a very close, super competitive matchup. With Jones winning a controversial decision, one outlying judge scored the fight, 49-46, getting a reaction from Dana White.
You can see an argument for 3-2 Jones, but would you agree that 4-1 to Jones is not an acceptable scorecard?
Yeah. Insane. I've been hearing this all night. Jon Jones won the fight. It was a draw. Reyes won the fight. It's all over the map. So it all depends on the way that you judge a fight, and it doesn't fucking matter. We're not judges. So it was a badass fight. One thing I do know, both of these guys are tough as nails, man.
So the fight that makes the most sense to me is an immediate rematch with Reyes. It was a very close and entertaining fight, and I don't think anyone will argue they wouldn't want to see this rematch.
You want to see again at one point to maybe prove a point or just to have an epic encounter?
Yeah, I heard he may have torn his ACL, and if that's true, he could be out for up to a year. It's not torn?
He said he didn't think it was, but...
Well, in that case, it's my job to embrace the toughest challenges. I mean, that's what a champion's being about. You know, I fought DC twice. Had no problem signing the contract. I fought Alexander Gustafsson twice. No problem signing the contract. And if the people want to see me fight Dominick again, it's going to be up to Dana White to find a way to make that happen.
Guys, a lot of people feel this decision was very controversial. Please let us know in the comments who you think won and why. Again, a special thanks to all of our loyal fans. You guys are great. We love all the comments and support. Don't forget to smash that like button. This is Jake Catton with MMA Weekly's The Lowdown Breakdown. See you next time.